So take it away, Mel.
Awesome. All right. So, and that's really what I want to focus on today is really the benefits of doing HPG above and beyond anything else. I think we can all understand that, products are great, but without the service and without the people behind all of that, nothing happens. So our theme this year, as we came to PPAI, is Fusion Forward. And that was by design. So we have just recently merged our sales force to sell universally across all of the lines at HPG. So thank you. Yes, it's been warmly received so far as we launched that at just the beginning of this year. So all of our account management teams and our factory-based outside salespeople will be selling all U.S. brands, I should say, which means that based on where your location is, you will have one designated account manager for all of HPG who can quote for you, who can help you through the sales and the prospecting process. If you're looking for item recommendations, if you need a quote with multiple different items, that will all come on one template now. So we are really working hard to simplify the process for our distributors so that you can spend more time selling and less time doing the admin leg of emailing multiple different people, because nobody really has more time in their day for that. I think we can all appreciate it. So we have our national levels, sales team, which is represented by people like myself, who are, working at the high level with PromoEQP to make sure that, we are being strategic about our partnership. We have our regional sales force that I just mentioned covering all brands. And then, the wind beneath their wings being the account management team. So that is something that I wanted to lead with. So you're probably wondering, and for those who will watch this recording later, so who is my HPG account manager or sales rep? So we have designed an interactive map that is now located on hpgbrands.com. So if you go into sales territories, it will lead you here. So what will happen is you will go to the US map, you will click or hover over your state, and it's going to either give you this pop-up box, or it will show you, and it will also show you the names and the email addresses of each of those people, so you know exactly who to contact. So we hope that we know this is a great solution for some of the pain points that we know can come with multiple companies, merging together to form one. I do want to remind you that each one of our brands still has its own heart and soul, and we don't want to lose sight of, what the DNA is for each one of those lines. HubPen is the best ready instrument, brand in promo, and we still want people to think of us as the number one source for that product category.
Will the accounting all come together too?
The accounting is separate. We are still financially separate entities at HPG. So things like accounting and order processing will stay the same. Accounting is not impacted by this change, nor is the order processing. The only thing that is affected, like I said, is the sales piece of it. So all of your pre-sales efforts will now be handled by one person. So
if you're set up on, you have 30 accounts with one customer, set up, right?
Correct. Typically what will happen is if you are, placing an order or looking to get an account set up with another brand that you might not already be doing business with, I can tell you that it is very helpful and it will speed up the process. If there's any information you can provide, your existing, account ID, it could be a previous, order number that you want to reference, just to make it easier for us to replicate the information and to do that, and to do that diligence. So
the sales, the new person can help do that.
Yep.
Have one without the others, and
right.
It's tough to find who the accounting person is to talk to for each company. So that would be great.
Yeah, and I will tell you that it is something that we are working through because visually people see us as HPG and they want the processes to support that as well. So I can promise you it's definitely on our list of things to improve upon. This is just one big giant step in the process. So you have a single account manager. So that's something that I wanted to share. Okay, moving back along. Okay. I also want to share a facility update. I don't know if any of you are located in Texas or in the Dallas area, but Best USA has always called Dallas their home. And they are going to be opening up a new facility in late spring. It's going to be about 135,000 square feet with room to grow. If you've ever worked with Best, they pick up the phone and they say yes. They are, our rush service heroes. They are our coolie kings. They're the ones that, people call when they need a rabbit pulled out of a hat. And now they're going to be able to expand, their decoration capabilities, their fulfillment and their, production with a beautiful new facility. And we invite you, if you are in the area, once we start doing tours, we would love to show you around. So I want to make another point about that. If you are local to any one of our facilities, being in the Boston area, in the Minneapolis or southern Minnesota area, in Texas, in Salt Lake City, or near Garden Grove, California, or if you happen to be up in Canada, those are where all of our facilities are located. And we love to bring people in to tour our facilities to understand the processes and the production efforts behind the scenes that people don't get to see every day. It really forms a deeper appreciation for what actually goes on when an order is placed. And we have seen a 75% increase in business from people who take the time to visit us. So I do encourage it. I know that it can be time out of your day, but you will get so much out of it. So you are all invited to visit any one of our facilities. We'd love to have you. I want to talk next about our website technology and some of the tools that are available to you. Just a quick show of hands in the room. How many people are utilizing any of the media that we offer on hpgbrands.com? Oh, good. We still have a lot of work to do. Thank you for your honesty. So we have everything from lifestyle imagery to basic stock images, depending on what the need is at the time. We also have our Storyboard Plus tool, and this is just a quick overview visual of what that is. Storyboard Plus allows you to customize your own storyboard and cherry pick the products that you want to feature for your customer. It will add the logo without the need for vector art, and it will add the logo to each one of the products in the way that it would be decorated intuitively. So if this is a tote bag or a mug that can only take a one color silkscreen imprint, it will show the imprint as such. And we're using some AI powered tools to be able to do that as well. We also have some new storyboard collections. So, if you're sort of in a inspiration drought, as I will call it, and you're like, I don't really know what my customer would like, but hey, they're in the healthcare industry, or I know that, they're looking for sustainable products. We have those collections already formed so that you can go in, add the logo, and produce a really quick storyboard for yourself. Fun fact, you can even go into our storyboard tool and singularly pluck an image. So if you just need one image, a quick, virtual, if you will, to show your customer just for ideation purposes, that's a great way to do it. This is really, the website is meant to help you DIY your day so that you don't necessarily need to put in a request for every virtual, every image. We always suggest, of course, we should all know this, that you should always do a production virtual, when an order actually comes to fruition. But this is great, again, for idea generating and just, creating those sparks of inspiration on products that maybe your customers didn't even think that they needed. So I think Storyboard Plus is like what I call going to Target I don't go into Target knowing what I need. I let Target tell me what I need. And that's what we've done with Storyboard Plus. Everything is there for you to help you inspire and save yourself some time in the day. So that's one component. And a few other website tools that I want to show you that we have updated. This one is my personal favorite. Okay. This is probably the biggest time-saving hack that anybody can use, and that's inventory. Everybody is always looking for accurate and updated inventory. So we have updated our inventory feed so that now on each product page, you can go in and you can see real-time inventory without a lag. This feeds right from our data system, so you will be able to see for each color, each SKU, how many items we have available in-house, how many we have coming in, and what the availability dates are. ETAs, they're always ETA. But pardon me. But this is something very simple, available on every product page. All you have to do is, losing my voice. All you have to do is hover over the inventory tab that you'll see on each item page, and it will give you that information very clearly. So you don't have to pick up the phone and call each time, which I hope is helpful to people.
Are all the items going to be on one web page, or does each plant have their own piece supply?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So other than Hub and Evans, they actually still do have their own separate websites, only because we haven't quite liquidated them yet. But we really want people to utilize hpgbrands.com. It's going to be the most robust place to find everything that you need. The other are Evans just recently jumped onto hpgbrands.com. That's where you're going to find all of the bells and whistles that don't necessarily live on hubpen.com or on the Evans site. So we did just add that as well. We also have a dedicated Canadian, market website. So, we have products that are sold in Canada that are not necessarily sold in the U.S. Those being the ones that come from Devco and the ones that come from BCG. So if you have a little maple leaf, if you want to toggle between U.S. products and Canadian products. We've also improved one of the search features on our website. So you can go to either the color box and select which color wave you're looking for. Another tip is you can go into the search bar. If you are looking for blue water bottles or blue tumblers, you can actually use those search terms, and the website will pick up on that, and it will give you your results based on those search terms. So it doesn't even need to be perfect. It's really the color that's the key. So we've done that. Again, the aim is just to make things more user-friendly for everybody and save time ultimately. Okay. I did mention that my arrow was being very sensitive. So Evans is now on the HPG website. So that just happened over, call it the last month or so. So that's brand new. So you can start looking for things on Evans. All of the products from all of the brands are available, like I said, in our creative tools that we talked about, like our Storyboard Plus. And we're always keeping those up to date. So again, make sure to check that out.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite new products for 2025. Hopefully by now, everybody's had the chance to visit the HPG booth. We designed it a bit differently this year. The internal part of the booth was focused on vertical markets to create a better storytelling piece for our customers rather than by brand. So we're trying to hone in on, again, painting a better picture for based on the way people shop. And then, of course, we had our categories on the outside walls. But one of my absolute favorite products this year is the Wizard Cleaning Putty. This is a bacon product. You may have seen this in retail. It's like a it's like a cleaning goo, if you will. So you pull it out, of the container. It's great for picking up debris, on your car's dash, in the vent, like all those little dust bunnies that you can't necessarily catch with a cleaning cloth. It's great for the desk. It's great for the keyboard. And then you smush it back together and you pop it in the container. It also has a really nice, fresh smell to it. So, this is something that would be cool for, that work from home onboarding kit, or, maybe it's the automotive industry. So that's one of my personal favorites because I'm a bit of a neat freak.
Thing.
We also have, I am modeling some of our friendship bracelets from BCG. We had a friendship bracelet making station at our booth. If you haven't made a bracelet, there's still time to do that. But friendship bracelets have been all the rage. Apparently, we can thank Taylor Swift for that. But BCG is now offering them. And these are great for charitable events, fundraisers, VIP events, entrance, entrance to a party, those kinds of things. People love to collect. People love to trade. It's just a really unique way to brand and bedazzle yourself. So we're now offering them on backer cards. You can do these in, groups of, multiples, which is great. They put these on hang tags. So if this is going into, maybe a pop-up shop or a college bookstore, BCG can do all the creative work behind that to make it merchandise worthy. So these are the friendship bracelets. And if you're not selling friendship bracelets, you are missing the boat. So talk to your customers, ask them if they are working on any, charitable events or fundraisers, especially with the spring and summer coming around. If there's any school events happening, Pride is coming up in June. We do a lot of them for those types of markets.
Great.
Did anybody happen to catch the pitch? Was anybody in the pitch? Okay. So our very own Kate Plummer pitched our new NFC Connect Coolie. We also have this in an eco version as well. So the NFC Connect Coolie is a coolie with an NFC chip implanted on the inside. We can program that NFC chip to your customer's website, landing page, a survey link, whatever that is. All we need is the URL or the link which we programmed during production. So many applications for this. This could be, maybe maybe an event center is being sponsored by a brewery. Program the concert series schedule, into the NFC chip. Maybe it's the summer event schedule, or whatever, seasonal things are happening that can be programmed. These are great for events. Instead of printing out a schedule, load the schedule into the NFC. Into the NFC chip. Whoever's managing that website on the back end can always update the content after the event is over. It could even go from, hey, here's the event schedule. And when the event's over, people can still tap to view information about upcoming events, or, tap to stay up to date for when we announce our destination for 2026. So it's a way to keep people, using and reusing the product. Plus, everybody needs a coolie. So when you add, put practicality and, technology together, you get a cocktail for smart products. So that is the NFC Connect Coolie. We also have an NFC pen. So that was actually our first go with NFC technology last year. Blew it out of the water. So we have lots of really just nifty options for utilizing, some of our most basic products and adding that tech twist. And last but not least, our Heat Guard cooking gloves. We always like to say, if you can get your brand in the kitchen, the nucleus of the house, the backyard barbecue, you're going to stay in somebody's mind forever, because kitchen items have a lifetime value. And I'm sure we can all think of something that we have in our kitchen that we have been using forever and ever. So this is our version of, maybe you've heard of the UV glove. So these are heat resistant up to 600 degrees. You just slide your fingers in. You can pull that casserole, dish out of the oven. They basically make you invincible. I use mine all the time. I've actually had these before we introduced them. So I am a huge fan. Great, if you love to cook, or if you like to be outside at the grill. Even if like you're into camping or building a campfire, or you're throwing logs on the fire, this could actually be really useful for that too. So those are my top 3 favorite products. I could go on and on, of course. We have about 200 products that we launched this year, but I just wanted to highlight a few of my faves.
You have 4 products.
Did I say 4?
Yeah.
I meant 3. Did I show 4 products?
Yes.
That's
Friendship.
Okay.
It's a connect with me.
Wonderful.
That's like when you
Okay.
You
Okay. Yeah, that's what we call merch math. Yeah. Great at merch, not so great at math.